footer.
Changes coming from both sides right now. Martin to Jokic.
Oh, man, they went wide with it.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
And now Houston has the basketball. Harden to Gerald Green.
Oh, no, they passed it to the wrong one. Take it, Melo.
Has a chance.
I was supposed to shoot at the first.
Shot no good. If there was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot. Big finish at the rim.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
Harden.
Why they keep making me pass it to the wrong person? Jesus Christ.
They go to Jokic down low.
And I went to the ball.
Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your...
Now, as they'll discuss matters in what's now a 3-point game. Looks like some substitutions are coming. For Denver, number 1. To Anthony. To Harden.
Now they're gonna make me throw it to the.
Oh. From downtown, he finally gets a 3 to go.
I'm gonna tell you what every shooter thinks after he misses 4 in a row. One has to go in eventually.
Nuggets have the possession. Jokic to Will Barton. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. To Harden.
Let's
Lets
go,
it
baby.
fly from beyond the arc with James Harden. Muscle memory. Gets it to go.
Defense, do the math. You force him to take tough twos, you'll probably have a better chance to win this game if you can slow down the pace.
Jokic. Nikola Jokic. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Harden with it up top. Lead stands at 7. To Harden. 4-3. Well defended.
Just because...
Cashes in for 2.
It just seems like...
Buzzer, 3 quarters down.
All right. We're switching internet companies.
It's the Rockets in control of the basketball as we start the 4th quarter. They had the lead coming out of halftime. They were able to extend that lead in the 3rd quarter.
A lot of fans and players get consumed with the big plays, but the coaches love seeing their teams continuing to do the little things. That's how you increase the lead.
Denver's got it. Driving right to the basket. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Nothing going here on that drive. Oh, he had him there for a second. Nikola Jokic sends it away.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
They get it down to Millsap. A lot of contact, no whistle.
I agree. I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go up 2 legs and expect the contact.
Not easy.
And they're relentless with these long shots. It just seems like their spacing is perfect, and they come down, they know exactly where they want to be, and they're shooting the ball without hesitation.
Murray into the front court. The deficit now up to 12.
Come on. Boy,
School backs his man down for the basket.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Rockets in control of the basketball. Anthony. Oh, had him going there for a second. To Harden.
And
yes. And the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
For that move. Oh. Bam. Travel.
James Harden trying to cash in on a 3-point play. A career 85% free throw shooter. Harden hits the free throw. It's a 3-point play. The Rockets extend their lead. Murray into the front court. The deficit now up to 13. To Millsap. And the Rockets have the rebound. Anthony. Lets it fly from long range. And Carmelo Anthony, he won't miss those. Hits the wide open 3.
And if you're on D right now, if you're off on the weak side, stunt towards the driver. That means fake at him. Don't overcommit. Stunt, then get back to you or stay at home. Force him to make one of those passes or force him to take a crazy shot at the rim.
From the painted area, won't go down. Harden in possession. His guys holding the big lead. To Gerald Green. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
And when people talk about vision, people usually talk about the vision to make the pass. But how about seeing the chaos in the traffic before the pass even occurs? That's next level vision. How can I catch people out of position?
Oh, good shit.
That's what we saw in that last possession.
To Harden. And the finish at the rim.
You know, it reminds me of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
We get a whistle and a timeout for Houston as they'll talk things over here in this 4th quarter. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Houston with the basketball. Entering the game for the Houston Rockets. Nothing going here on that drive. Harden to Jaylen Brown. Oh, he had him there for a second. Going to launch beyond the arc. Textbook defense.
Oh, good shot.
With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket. Nothing going here on that drive. To Harden. Taking advantage of the defender. Nice move.
That was a nice move.
Yeah, I've been in this situation before. Just raise your hand. We got to switch. To Mo Bamba. Anthony.
Come on, bring that double.
Oh, I had him going there for a second. To Anthony. Down to 5 on the 24. Harden, he was all over him.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Harris here against Harden. Hit the basket, good at the rim.
You see, this is why players get out here hours before the game and they get a really good lather.
Now the Rockets will use a timeout as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the 4th quarter.
We're gonna go.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Austin Rivers to Jaylen Brown.
Let's go.
Scores from the post. Murray with it. Down a bundle. On the shot clock. The jab step opens up space to knock down the jumper.
There's a natural tendency when you guard a right dominant hand player to send him left. But for a guy who's a good mid-range shooter, that's wrong. His pace dribble is his left hand. Force him to go right and know that the chances are higher of him trying to drive and attack the rim. That's knowing the scouting report.
For three, always has a chance for Tucker, but not that time.
Good
Reason
boy.
to the basket, but he can't get it to go. Brown with it up top. His guys hold a commanding lead. Has a look.
Dang. Oh.
No good. No daylight. Great defense.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
That's out of bounds. Last touch by Murray. And the rebound taken down by Jokic. It's the Rockets who are victorious as they win this one handily. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Added a win with today's solid victory. And of course I've got to mention how many times they scored from beyond the arc. They were so confident with the three ball, and it was instrumental to their success. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Houston Rockets. The Nuggets put up a fight, but didn't get their hands raised at the end. I'm sure they can't help but feel frustrated with the result. But they can't let that feeling linger. Sooner than later, they need to start thinking about the next matchup. Check out the leading scores for the Denver Nuggets.
Game track. Three-point shooting. Player of the game.
I like this choice because he really put on a show in this game. There's a reason he's a fan favorite. Here are the top 3 plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here are the upcoming games for the Denver Nuggets. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.